Glacier Bay National Park in Alaska. Guys, this place is beautiful. If you're planning an Alaska trip, or even if you're not, well, let me show you a little bit of Glacier Bay here and give you a few tips as well. Now, Glacier Bay is someplace I had visited on my cruise because you really can only get in basically by cruise ship or a waterway. It is a waterway. So, and they will only let 2 cruise ships in per day. So, you may want to look at that if you're planning an Alaskan cruise to see if Glacier Bay is on the itinerary. Now, I went with Norwegian Cruise Line, and I must say that they did an excellent job with Glacier Bay. They really did. Like I say, you cruise through the waterway there, and there's all kinds of glaciers. Now, this is not the only place to see glaciers. There's just a lot of them there, of course. So many of the other places you can see them as well. However, if you're planning on visiting Glacier Bay, with the cruise ship, you don't dock or anything. You just cruise through the waterway there. And for Norwegian, what they did was they brought on let's see, what do you call him? The park ranger. Yes, sorry. And he talked for hours. You could hear him anywhere on the ship, except your cabin, of course. Inside or outside, you could hear him. His name was Billy. He was actually from Tennessee. But he's just so good at what he does. You know, he has a love for it. He has a passion for it, you can tell. Now, if I tell, everybody, if you're going to Alaska, take some binoculars, and if you're on your cruise and you haven't broke out your binoculars, when you get to Glacier Bay, that's the time. Yeah. And what our cruise ship did, and I believe the other one was a Princess cruise ship, we cruised through the waterway there, and when you get to the very end, now this gentleman's going to explain all the way through each glacier, all the history. And then when you get to the very end is the big one, the Marjorie Glacier, and which I'll show some pictures here. And this thing is amazing. It's beautiful and it's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's, of course, a frozen river. It melts a little bit, then it refreezes. All these layers and layers, and they kind of look blue sometimes in a way. Just very, very beautiful. Now, what Norwegian also did, in the time that we were there, they would bring out, of course, champagne, obviously. They offered, because it's cold there as well, they offered out on deck coffee, hot chocolate, different things. And, of course, they had all the extras to go with it if you want to spike it up or spice it up, whatever. They also offered, by, I think, about noon, they were giving like clam chowder, hot soup, things like that, because, again, it is cold. And there are ice chunks in the water. It's kind of cool to see that, too. But anyway, when we got to the end, and I noticed the Princess ship did the same thing, but the Princess ship didn't get there until we were leaving. And I'm not sure how that works. It may be different on every cruise. The schedule, I would assume. In other words, what I'm saying is there weren't 2 ships in there at the very end at the same time. So you could enjoy it. Now, the ship sat still when we got as far in as you could go, and it just rotated, so it didn't matter where you were on the ship. You could see all parts. You didn't have to, let's go to the other side of the ship and see what's over there. You didn't have to do that. If lots of, now if you're a photographer, what's going to say, lots of people go just for the photo opportunities. If you're on your honeymoon, oh my gosh, wow, beautiful pictures. Now, what Norwegian did was they opened the bow of the ship where the heliport is. So we could all go out and stand on the bow and get an even closer look to what was happening, what the environment was like. It was just amazing, guys. I'm telling you, if you have that option to do Glacier Bay, I would strongly recommend that. Now, again, there are other glaciers in Alaska. It is Alaska. Hello. There's lots of them. But right here, I mean, it was like, as we traveled through, the park ranger would explain each one of them as we went and, just kind of give you a little bit of history of everything. So that was the most beautiful, I think. Well, I can't say that. That's not true. I was going to say the most beautiful part of Alaska that I've seen, but Alaska's just beautiful anywhere you go. But anyway, just want to share my experience and a few pictures with you guys. Again, my name is Michael. I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed the video, how about a thumbs up? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.